Hi, welcome to Organized Chaos, where we do things a little crazy and a little fun around here. Hi, and welcome to Organized Chaos, where we plan our lives one page at a time. Today, I am going to do a video that includes the planners that have now gone to the planner cemetery and my lineup for 2025. So stay tuned. This is going to be a good one. So I don't know how many of you remember when I did that lovely video at the beginning of 2024 or the end of 2023 with my perfect lineup. Okay, so that didn't last very long, did it? I ended up basically going with an entirely new system for 2024 around March. This has nothing to do with the planners. The planners are perfect, they're gorgeous, but they just weren't my planners, right? So I decided to switch. I started off with the weekly notebook for 2024 from Paper Test Designs. The yearly notebook, chapter 2024, as you see, this is still in its cover. And I also had the Sterling Ink Common Planner full year for 2024. It was all well and good. Strawberries and creams and unicorn fats and everything up until about March, when I realized that I don't really like Tomoe River paper for everyday planning. So ladies and gentlemen, I switched it up. I called a friend, my friend Tiff, and told her, listen, this Tomoe River paper business is not working out for me. And I introduced in March of 2024 this bad boy, which actually houses a happy planner. Why? So I actually like 120 GSM paper, and I think it's sturdier for what I want to do with it. It was holding my inks a little bit better. They were looking at a little bit more vibrant. And I looked at this planner in 2023 and didn't buy it because I'm like, happy planner, really? Isn't that a retrograde step? You know, the hype is Tomoe River paper and yada, yada, yada. And yeah, no. The hype is the hype. But if the hype doesn't work for you, then what are you really doing this for? So then I switched out in 2024 and I bought a classic happy planner. This is from the La Fleur collection and I just love it. Up until last month, I had metal expanded discs on this one and took them out because I need them for my new planner, because if it's not broke, we ain't fixing it. So I basically went back to foundation. This is where I started. This is where a lot of people started. And I did intend to go back to these empty spreads, but I didn't. And I know exactly why. And some other spreads, because guess what? When I started this in March, it was forward ever, backward never. And I had no intention whatsoever to get going on anything that was in the past. December is half and half because sometime around September, I decided that I'd use the spreads as memory keeping spreads instead of future planning, because I'm better at going back and filling in what happened rather than saying, on this day I'm going to, unless it is an appointment. So again, in this planner game, this planner thing, this planner business, it is always key to identify what is important to you. And then when you identify what is important to you, then you can identify what you can have, and then you can also identify what will work or what works. So I did a lot of introspection as I flipped about, because not only did I use this happy planner, but some days when it got really overbearing, or I forgot to do a spread or any of those things because lack of organization, I flipped between this one, which is an Archer and Olive standard, and of course the color is pink, I mean, really. And I use these spreads sometimes daily. Sometimes it was just a notebook. Sometimes I had to do different things in it. And then it's just like a pretty notebook, right? Because some days I could easily grab for a scrap of paper rather than using an entire planner. And I also flipped between this passion planner, which again, I mean, do I even have to say it? Yes, you guessed it. It's pink. And I did some dailies in here, a wealth of different things. I explored my creativity in that book. I was able to look at what planning meant to me and do an in-depth analysis of why the hell do you keep flipping in between planners? Okay, fine. Maybe ADHD, but is it really, or is it just me wanting to try new things? Is it me thinking my system isn't working for me? Is it me looking at other planners and saying to myself, oh, look at you, bright and shiny. Let's see how long you last. And I'm not about doing that in 2025. So what I did, I picked the planners that I know would work for me, and I picked them knowing why they'd work for me, because I took charge of my planning experience and I did it on my terms and my terms only. So yeah, Happy Planner is definitely in the lineup for 2025. I am reusing this cover because I'm not breaking my bank. So let's see what I have for 2025. For 2025, I was very focused on getting a memory planner. Why? Because I enjoy it. I realize that I really like memory planning. Why do I like it? I like it because I do not have to be in this planner every day. I probably don't have to be in this planner every week. I can decorate, I can fancy, I can curate it to absolute perfection. I can stick the stickers where I want. I can then move around what I want in order to create the space, because I am aware of what I'm putting down. I don't have to try squeezing it into a tiny corner because I've got a big flower there, or some very large lady in all her glory, or anything like that. I am the one in charge of this spread and I loved it. I did memory planning probably 1 month before December. So in November is when I really started to get the drive towards doing memory planning, and I really like it. So I'm planning to do my memory planning spreads and then go back in like 2 weeks later or so and just sit and have that dedicated time for myself to curate the spread that I want. Anyways, this is what I'm going with. It's A5 wide. It's from Harriet Wright Designs in England, and it is basically a vertical layout. I'm not even done setting up this planner because why? I don't need to rush. I started laying down some stickers because in this planner I'm going to do mostly my spreads rather than using other stickers. So I'll just scroll up a bit and you'll see this is like a New Year's spread that I'm doing. I've done everything for this particular sticker kit, and I really like it. I've been dabbling in some foil as well, so it's going to have some foil elements, and that's one of the things as well that I like about doing the memory spreads. They're so like pretty to look at, and then looking back on it, I think it's going to bring me some joy. I did not do a lot of recording previously because I thought I was the pre-planner or future planner type of girl, but clearly I'm not, and that is okay. So record keeping is a must. I love looking back at my old planners as well, see what I did on that day, and do some comparisons and that sort of thing. So this is definitely going to be baby. Rose gold rings, of course, rose gold lettering, and just a plain vacant undated spread for me to do whatever I want with it. So that's number one. This is my record keeping, memory keeping planner. Again, this is from Harriet Wright Designs. My other planner is going to be a catch-all. Now, I've chosen these planners and each one has a specific and distinct purpose because I do not like double entries. So I'm not going to have 5 planners that are going to have the same thing in it just because. Why am I writing the same thing on the same day in 5 different books? It screams counterproductive to me. So this one is catch-all, and this is basically home management, family appointments, bill and dues and all these things, the regular stuff that's, is not so about it interesting, just keeping your life together and different things. This cover is from Wrong Designs. It is matte, which I liked. Rose gold rings, these are the ones I took off my 2024 planner, and then I'm housing this because this is gonna be a big boy. These are from the Rosy Life Planner Advent. I'm not doing much of a flip through or anything because, again, I'm setting up as I go. The most important thing here for me is the layout, which I have chosen to be dated and dashboard because this would be appointments and bills again, and I would need to keep track of dates and different things. Some important stuff, looking ahead into probably the next week, priorities, notes, and those sorts of things. So this is going to have a combination of decor, and it's also going to be very, very functional. The insides parts, this is from the original planner that I wanted for 2025. So the inside is basically a customizable happy planner that has a very nice shiny cover, but I decided to go with the matte cover instead. But the months are from the inside of that customizable planner. Everything is basically pink and beiges and mint and green and those sorts of colors, so my entire system works well depending on whatever I choose. So I do have the full year in here. I have some other sections that I need to punch and put in, and then I've just got January of my budget planner here. This insert budget planner is from Caliver Plan. I bought it last year. It is undated, so I am using it this year, and this is what it looks like. Why is this page so crumpled? Anyways, this is what it looks like inside, and this is what I'm going to be using to have a picture of how I am spending my money. This year is a very serious year financially, and I want to do a lot of things myself. I have been gathering the tools to be able to do my own stickers. I have been doing my own stickers for some time now, but I do dabble ever so often into maybe an advent box, maybe somebody's sub box. But coming to about the middle of this year, 2024, I decided that I would just venture more into doing a lot of things on my own. So I've even gone into doing my own foiling as well now, which has turned out really, really pretty. Let me just show it a little bit. So this is what I did last night, and this is in preparation for my new year and first memory spread. So I did that myself. So I'm doing a lot of things myself this year. Next year, 2025. So this one is now an A5, and this is going to be my personal planner. This is not going to have bills or anything in it. It's not needed, it's not necessary. That is going to stay in the catch-all. This is a Motum cover that I had. It was rings, but I needed A5, and I'm not breaking the bank. So I took out the rings, and yeah, those two holes. This is a piece of paper that I have some notes written on for this planner, and I'm not going to go through it because I've put down some things already in it in terms of the goals and stuff. But it has monthly reviews. There's a section that has goals and your values and all these things. This is what the weekly spread looks like, and I'm going to be using this as my personal planner. And the idea behind it is to track time and see how I'm going to be using it. So I'm thinking it's going to end up being a little bit of decor, a little bit of functional, and for the most part I'll be able to see how my day went, because sometimes I could get lost in time. Sometimes I tend to hyper focus on one thing and spend hours on it. And also because I do work Monday to Friday, some hours in between just gonna be like work or whatever, and if I have to do anything within the work time, it's gonna also go in there. So this is what this planner is going to be about. There's no overlapping, unless of course something really needs to be, like let's say I have to go to an appointment on my lunch break at work or something. That's how I'm going to use this. No, it does not fit into my pink scheme. I liked the color, and the use of the planner and what I intended it for trumped not being able to get a pink one, because this was purchased in a stash in here in England. So that's Hemlock and Oak A5, and this is my personal planner. I really want to try to get more organized this year. I mean, I say that every year, but now I have different methods that are working, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm not approaching it with any sort of gusto. I'm just being hopeful and wishing myself all the best. So this is our Kimber weeks. Again, I decided to go with these. They're very reasonable. I have a love-hate relationship with week size planners, but again, probably I was using it for the wrong thing. I have not decorated a whole lot in this planner, but I have set up the months. Let me see if I can give you a glimpse of that. Let me roll in closer here. So I have set up like these months. I've set up the tabs, and this is the color scheme for this planner. So majority of the stickers and stuff in here will be like pink. I did not do these stickers. I received these stickers in an advent box from Rosy Life Planner, and I decided that I would go with them because I do like the color scheme with it. The tabs are from Color Cafe. They are really gorgeous tabs. Let me just zoom in again for you to see. Very, very gorgeous tabs from her. They fit well, and I just put them down this morning, which is Sunday morning, before the planner frenzy new planner week starts. So this is going to be health and wellness, because I need to track some things. I am getting to the stage where I need to find out what's going on, and I need to note certain things, sleep, etc, etc. I did do a sort of layout, but it ended up being just a little bit too boxy for me, so I'm rethinking how I'm going to do it, if I'm going to do it by day, or I'm just going to have an overall template of what my week would look like. So this is weeks, this is health and wellness, On to the next one. This is my journal, and this is only for journaling. So I've already gotten some prompts. Again, I got those prompts from the Rosy Life Planner Advent Box. This is an A5. I've just put it in astrology cover to see how it would fit, and it fit perfectly. There's this layout. I have done the months in this because, again, it's personal, it's not for show. So I've done the months. I have done only 2 weeks so that I can stay up, because I realize that if I have not done like the decorating or stickers and I have to do it midweek, usually I'd forget what happened and all those things. So I've already done the months, the week, sorry, and I think I'm gonna stick with that. So probably every afternoon or every 2 days I'm gonna just go in and do another week. So I've done this week, I've done next week already, so it's just to ink my pen and get on with the show. Sorry about that. So this layout is very interesting, and I chose this planner as my journal because of the layout. So it's like these small boxes, a quad layout for the week, and the space is not a very large space to fill in, and it also has water, fruit, exercise, and I think this is a toilet paper. So yeah, so they have those things there that I can easily tick off, or I mean not, because again I have my health and wellness journey, that journal that is going to capture all of those things. The other one, and this one is extra. I don't consider it to be personal or anything. This is my work planner. It is Happy Planner again, and I am using this particular one for work this year. Rose gold discs, they are metal. I purchased this book. I purchased the planner and the sticker book from 31 Vineyards here in the UK, in England, and I chose it because it all fits together. So this is sort of like a beige cover. It came with some stickers on the inside because excuse me, it is dated. Oh, these are the months that went, sorry, it gave me some months prior, so it is dated. It is an hourly layout from 7 to 7. There's a space up there which I will put my priorities for the day, because some days I have report writing to do, some days I have clients that I need to meet with, and other external agencies, so that would go there, meetings and all these things. So then I could just use time here to track the time that I took for different tasks. What I like about this planner as well, let me see if I can find the pages quickly. There is there's a goal setting page. Jeez, and I'll kill myself here. There's a goal setting page at the, is it the beginning of the month? Hold on. I saw it just a while ago. Right. There's this goal setting page which I like and which would be very beneficial for me for work. This is not going to be heavily decorated, of course. This entire planner is going to be mostly functional. And there's your goal 1, 2, and 3, a space for reflect, your action steps, a long to-do list, what you're focusing on, and the important dates. And this is going to be really good for me for work. The planner stickers, of course, coordinate because they are pink and rose gold, the majority of it. So just a little decor here, a little decor there. You know how we do the thing. Not ever going to be the minimalist type. I love the sticker rating, and I love to see my planners looking really, really beautiful. I love to look back on it. So moving forward and into 2025, I am really going to focus on record keeping. I am going to be focusing on what happened that day because my memory is not very good. I'm also going to be able to look back at the end of the year, see the progress that I've made These planners were chosen so that I could curate my life in planner form, and they were also chosen with my best interest as the focus. Not so much social media, not so much Instagram posts, not so much what the hype is, not so much any of that. All these planners were chosen based on the fact that I believe that they are going to work for my life as it is now. So I'm looking forward to it. I have this pouch that I got from a D-stash again, and this one is just absolutely beautiful and gorgeous and fits with my scheme for the year. So this is going to be my pouch that I am going to take to work with me. The cover is a very light cover, and it is sort of like a faux leather, so it can get scratched easily, and I do not like pen marks and stuff on my planners. So the light is going down here in England. Figures it's what, after 2 now, and it's already getting dark, so I'm just about wrapping up that video. But before I do that, I just wanted to show y'all one more. This is also a week's, and this is going to be a fancy notebook. I might take some notes for social media and for like YouTube, because I do like chatting with y'all, and I do like showing what I'm doing and how it's going, and just encouraging people to live their best life through planning. So this is just a regular notebook. I'm gonna use it. It does have the same layout as the previous one. I have done some spreads in it, probably 2 weeks, and I've covered the dates because I don't think I would need them. If I need a date, I'll put it at the top. And last but not least, the final addition to my setup for 2024. The covers, I'm not worried about covers. I use pink covers. I use Moterm, that's standard. I had them 2024, they're going into 2025 with me, but I purchased myself a sealer pen. I just really love the color, and again, it fits with my scheme, and I haven't even opened it yet, and I need to ink it for the first time. So I am looking to enjoy that experience soon. I hope it lives up to my expectations. I bought it in medium fine nib. Seems to be the perfect balance between what I like. I do like medium, but some inks and some pens tend to give off a very wet finish, and I'm not a fan of that. And then I have a lot of inks with shimmer and glitter and stuff in it, so it doesn't really work well with fine. It gets clogged, I get frustrated, and yeah, I want to use my inks in the pen and see how it holds up. So look forward to some videos about that. In my catch-all as well, I forgot to mention, I bought these inserts from Lights Planner Action. They are printable inserts, and these inserts are going to be placed in my catch-all. This particular one is one that is geared towards shopping. I made a mistake with it and printed 2 backs, but it has an afterpay log, a shopping log, a do not buy list, and then there were some other bits of it, favorite shops. So that's going in my catch-all. Oh, sorry, hold on. This is the other insert, and this insert is for swatches. So this again is going in my catch-all because I'm also using it as a record keeping planner. Let me just move that out of frame. And I'm going to do my inks, and I'm going to do my washi that I like, because yeah, sometimes I like washi and sometimes I don't. So this is what this swatch page looks like. I'm waiting on a punch that I purchased, that arc punch. Apparently can punch 8 pages, and with using Happy Planner a lot for my catch-all, I know I'd need to like put stuff in, so I needed a more robust punch than the one I have. This one is like Polaroid, I plan to capture some moments in this one that is sort of like memory keeping, but it may not necessarily be. It could be anything. It could be me having a mojito because I don't drink alcohol. I'm Muslim. Us having milkshakes or donuts or whatever, and just capture those moments in sticker form and fill this out. So I'm excited to see how that goes at the end of the year. Again, I am really focusing on record keeping and memory keeping mostly, even within my planners. This one is this is it back. This is a meal planner, and I plan to punch this one in as well and put it in my catch-all. So this is gonna prompt what we're going to buy at the shop for the week, because I prefer to do weekly shopping now. So there's a grocery list, produce, deli, bakery, pantry, and then there's a layout of what meals we're going to have for the week. I like this one because it's simple. It doesn't have anything about snacks and all of that, so it just keeps it to the meals, you know, no excess frills. I'm really not about the frills going into 2025 and all the excess. I'm picking stuff that works, and yeah, that's it. So cleaning is another one. This cleaning one is basically the areas of the house and then a to-do list type spread. Make sure that it gets done. And that's the cleaning one. And then there is, let's see, there's another one which is memories, and I'm especially looking forward to this one to capture some moments with my daughter. She is at nursery now, so they're doing different things, so a lot of it is geared towards the seasons, and this one has like documented spring. I think there's all about me, so this is going to be more her and us as we explore her growing up and doing different things, and that is going to be in my catch-all. The best part about this is it is a printable, so I can go back and I can do another set if I choose to do one for me. But I've already got my memory keeper, and this might just be a little fun activity that I can engage in towards the end of the year. So that's it. Thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for going through my planners with me. Thanks for listening. Thank you for keeping my company. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Subscribe and like and comment. I love to engage. That's it. See you on the next one. This is Organized Chaos, where we plan our lives one page at a time. Catch you in 2025. See ya. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe.